Hey everybody, welcome to It's a Burpee Thing. It's Tamara. I'm here today to make some scones. Alright, some blueberry and lemon scones. So first off, I got all my ingredients together. I got 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I got a 1/4 cup of sugar. I got a tablespoon of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then in here, I put 1 egg that I beat up. And I put a 1/3 cup of heavy cream in here. And then I put a 1/3 cup of sour cream. And I mix it up. Okay? And then I have 1 stick of butter cut into cubes that I just took out the freezer and cut up. Alright, so I'm going to mix everything together. It says I'm going to mix the flour and mix the sugar and mix the salt and baking soda in. Alright, make sure I get it all combined and together. Alrighty, that should be good. That should be good. Alright, and then after I do that, mix those things in, I'm going to cut the butter that I got out the freezer into the flour until it's like kind of crumbly. Alright, till it's crumbly. With every dough, you don't want to work it too much. Just, until it's crumbled. But this butter is really, really cold, so I don't want to touch it. I want to make sure that it stays cold. So, touch it as little as possible. So, let's see. Alright, so you just keep mixing the butter in until it's nice and crumbly. Alrighty. Alright, Simba. Okay. That looks good to me. Alright, so after you do that, you try not to mix it too much. So after you do that, I'm going to try and get all this butter out. Because that's all goodness that can go into your scones. Alright, so then I'm going to mix this in. My oven's already set to 400. And I'm going to mix this in just until it like comes together. I don't want to mix it too much. Remember, when you mix batters too long, it will be tough. So I want to mix it around just enough so that way. I should have got my dough hook. That Danish dough hook, so much easier. Alrighty. And remember, your hands are the best tools in the kitchen. Just make sure they're clean. Just make sure they're clean. Alright, so it's coming together. It's kind of crumbly still. That's alright. Alright. It'll all come together. Alright, so I'm making blueberry lemon scones. So I got a tablespoon of lemon juice that I'm going to put in there. And I got a cup of blueberries. And I just used the bag blueberries. And try to mix that in. Then I'll probably put it on the surface to bring it all together. I just... Alright, I'm going to mix it all together. I'm going to flour my surface down and bring it all together into a circle disc. And then I'm going to cut it. And put it in my neat little pan I have. Alright, so I turned it out onto a flour surface. And then, if it's crumbly, just try and bring it all together. Just try to bring it together. Should have put more flour on my hands. But put it in a disc. And then right. Then you use the bench scraper and go across and go through there and then there and there and go across there. So that way you get 8 pieces. And then you put it on parchment paper and cook it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. And I'll show you the finished product when I'm finished. Hey everybody, welcome back to It's a Burpee Thing. I just wanted to let you see the finished product. These are my scones, my blueberry lemon scones. And I'll probably put like a simple glaze on it with some powdered sugar, a little bit of milk, and some lemon juice, just to give it a little more lemon taste. But those are my scones. You can also open these up and put butter on them, just like blueberry muffins. So I hope you guys like this recipe, and I hope you guys will try. And I'll put a link down below where I got my dish from. Okay, got it off the King Arthur Flour website, but I'll leave a link. Alright, thank you for joining me again on It's a Burpee Thing. I catch you on the fly, guys. Peace.